Hi guys, it's Carlos and Costas here, Ultimate Fitness Training once again, and thank you so much for watching the video. And today we're doing a video about Ask the Trainer show. So Costas is going to ask me a couple of questions about fitness, nutrition, supplementation in order to make us become our greatest version. So over to Costas.
Right, Carlos, what's the minimum I need to train every week if I want to achieve some sort of result?
Okay, now I can start that answer with a question: how big is a piece of string? Now, it all depends really. What is the goal? Where is the person? How old they are? What they've been doing? What they want to achieve? I'll give you an example. Some people don't want to get ripped. Some people just want to create some sort of mobility.
Yeah.
Some people just want to get some sort of like fitness level. Some people just get a bit stronger. Some people want to get really strong. Some people want to get really fit. So the level of intensity is determined by the level that the person wants to achieve, and then you determine to what you want to really design for the person in order to get an outcome. So what I mean by that is a bit of a mouthful. All it is depends on your goal. Okay, really easy, depends on your goal. Now, give me an example of a goal.
So for instance, I want to increase my strength.
Okay. Now in that term, so strength, for instance, you don't want to be training strength every single day, because unless you are a professional powerlifter, it requires a lot of calories in order to sustain a lot of heavy poddages. You want to train around about 2 to 3 days a week. However, in the other days you can do some active cardio, you can do some active walking, you can do some active physical exercise. However, when it comes to powerlifting, to get stronger, to do power movements, I wouldn't advise you to do more than 3 days a week. In order to protect your joints, protect your muscles, protect your connective tissue, in order to help you become your greatest versions in that aspect.
I've noticed as well that I feel better if I have at least a day's break minimum between each session, no matter what I'm doing.
True.
Certain, depending on obviously how much I exerted myself in that lesson.
Sure, yeah.
Definitely that recovery makes a massive difference to the way I feel.
I mean, what I do with Costas, and this is probably a really great example. Costas obviously trains with me on a level of basically to increase his fitness level, as well as strength, as well as his power, as well as overall fitness. So he does do a lot anyway. So what we tend to do, we tend to have a break in between each lesson. So it does give his body a bit of an adjustment to basically recover. Now, your diet plays a massive part on this. I mean, for the guys out there that train very heavy, for instance, if you train very heavy and you push yourself to the max and you're eating crap food, you actually pissing against the wind, because when your body only develops when it's resting, so especially the guys that want to basically build muscle and strength as well. So your connective tissue and your muscle fibers need plenty of rest in order to grow. That's the science, whether you like it or not, that's just the way it is. So if you don't give your body enough rest, you're literally training for the sake of training. So I've seen a lot of guys in gyms and obviously training like 7 days a week, and they want to bulk up. They never do it. It's so hard. You need to. Guys that want to do powerlifting and train every single day, doing squats, doing powerlifting, it comes to a point your body will deteriorate. I would never advise to do that. You listen. That's another video I've done. Make sure you listen to the body.
I mean, we've probably touched on it before about diet, but is there anything that we should actually think about taking if you say, for instance, for strength?
Yeah.
For stamina, for these kind of things.
I mean, obviously, when you want to be, let me just explain. When you want to be more powerful, meaning more explosive power, for instance, creatine is massive, because what creatine does, it actually helps you in the muscle contractions. What it does is the molecule that is responsible, ATP, adenosine 3-phosphate, is responsible for the contractions of muscles. So the more ATP you've got in the muscle, the more powerfully your muscles contract. Now, in terms of aiding recovery, like glutamine is one of the most essential amino acids that I'll definitely advise you guys to purchase. Not only, it's not very expensive anyway, but it's one of the most important supplements you can take in terms of recovery. It stops your body, or delays your body, or minimizes your body to catabolize muscle for energy as well as helping you actually resynthesize muscle tissue. So in other words, basically, is cement building blocks in order to build muscle tissue and aid you to become stronger, healthier version of yourself. The other thing as well it does, glutamine, is it helps your digestion system. So it helps you in the absorption of nutrients. So if you've got a really good diet, you've got glutamine in your system, your body really makes your digestion system better. So your glutamine really is essential.
Is this something that we should be taking on a daily basis, even if we don't train, or only when we train?
Yeah, creatine, obviously there's loads of brands, and I'll do a video about this, and I'm not gonna, it's a bit of a sore subject if you like. Companies out there claiming to be the best supplement companies in the world, and it's in particular like supplements like protein, and just do your own research, because a lot of these companies out there, they pay a lot of money to like big bodybuilders just to get the stamp, okay, this guy is taking my products, and all of a sudden everyone's following that guy, everyone's buying that product. Now if you look at a lot of bodybuilders on internet, they'll actually be honest with you. A lot of them will tell you the truth that a lot of this stuff is full pumps of sugars, and it's not good for you. Now, when it comes to protein, sorry, glutamine and creatine, do I advise you to take every day? Yes, I do, because I mean you shouldn't just take creatine when you do a loading phase of creatine anyway, in order to saturate your liver. Because obviously we actually get creatine from foods, but you ain't gonna get the amount of creatine you actually need in order to justify you doing better. So you've got to take, obviously, if you like, a supplement creatine. I'll definitely advise you to take 5 grams a day, depending on the brand itself. Some brands advise to take 5 times a day for the first 5 days, and then you go into a loading phase, which could be 1 or 2 a day. Okay, now, believe it or not, this is something I've done. I've done a lot of research on this, and I'm not just going for the research, I'm going for personal experience. This is something that's been kind of like almost overwhelming people about the loading phase. Apparently it's a lot of crap. Apparently, okay, I'm not here to tell you don't do it or do it, it's up to you, but I personally just take 5 grams a day for 12 weeks, and I stop for 2 months and I reload it again. Apparently this loading phase is a lot of crap. Apparently, but don't quote me on it. Do your own research. Talk to people that probably know this stuff, and they'll probably tell you exactly the same as I'm telling you. So before I used to do a loading phase myself, and now I only take 5 grams. I literally start creatine, 5 grams, get my liver saturated with creatine. My body kicks in within 2 weeks. I'm feeling the effect, and off I go. Glutamine, obviously, is fantastic. It aids, obviously, it's very good for absorption of nutrients. So I'll take it every single day. I tend to take this. Listen to this quite carefully, because if you're failing to do this, you probably think, oh, I'm going to just take glutamine whenever. Right. When I'm dieting, especially now, because I'm dieting for a photo shoot, I'll take glutamine 5 grams a day before I do my fasted cardio. Okay, and then what I'll do 5 grams after my cardio as well, okay, and then I take 5 grams before I go to bed, which is my last meal, okay. So what it does is it basically, one, protects my my muscle, and actually releases glucagon. Have a look at it, do your own research, see what that means, okay. It's basically what helps, you got insulin and glucagon in your pancreas, and one increases your blood sugars, the other one decreases your blood sugars. So the lower your blood sugars, the more fat burning you burn, the higher blood sugars, the more muscle you burn. So it's kind of a bit of a science for you guys. I'll give you a bit of a more homework. Glucagon. Google it. Yeah, kind of rhymes, doesn't it? Glucagon, Google it. So cool. So check that out. But glutamine and creatine, I'll definitely say to you guys to take it. Now, if he's asking me any more questions, I'll tell you some more. But I don't know. I don't want to get carried away, because, you know, I got to be enthusiastic about all this.
That's about it.
Cool. So basically, this is us, guys. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, which is Costas Trainer, on Instagram, Costas Trainer 10, and on my website, which is ultimatefitnesstraining.co.uk. Please like and subscribe to our channel. It's free, and we're here only to help you become your greatest versions while helping us become our greatest versions. So with all that said, guys, it's Carlos and Costas here at Ultimate Fitness Training once again. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit. Take care. Bye.